So the plus 5 plus 9. Let's say I put the 3 in the flat 7 in the left hand, okay? That leaves me with this, and this, right? Which is what? A flat, C, E flat. Ends up being an A flat chord. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. So it's very common to play that chord instead of it this way, to come up, play the 3 in the flat 7, and then play an A flat up here, which is your plus 9, right? Plus 5 and 1.
Are you playing the A flat in the left hand?
No. So I would go like this. I might come up and play it this way. Double the E flat, double the C, double the A flat. But in here, you can add the E flat too, down here if you want, if you're going up real high. And this is my bass. See what I mean? Very dissonant chord. Same sound, but it's much broader when you do it that way. Okay? Very common voicing. In fact, I use that on every song that does all those. I would do. That's the same chord as this. But see, I did this in my left hand, and that leaves this, and this in the right hand. Okay. Remember you did? You did that song. Remember you did that? You are a mighty God. You are a mighty God. That's that chord. You play that way. Or so this is a G chord. 3 in flat 7. There's your plus 5 again, if you double it in the left hand. And then in the right hand, you've got over here, this is the plus 2 or 9, because we're in the key of G. And then this one is your plus 5 in the key of G. So plus 9, plus 5, and 1. Okay? Let's talk about, I think we talked about minor 9s. Let's do just a couple different minor chords, some major chords, and dominant chords. That's really all you need to learn. The other ones, like the half diminished chords, usually, you know how we split them up and we do like this part over the bass? You know how we do that? For the half diminished chord, we'll take the top 3 flat, 5 flat, and 7 flat over 1. Did you know that? That's usually how that chord is voiced. And you know that for a lot of chords it's voiced that way, like the minor 7th, D, F, A, C. We take the 3, 5, the flat 3, 5, and the flat 7, and we put it over 1, like F over D. You know how we do that? We split the chord up a lot. Well, same thing with the half diminished. That happens a lot, where we'll take the 3 flat, 5 flat, and 7 flat, and we'll put it over 1. This is just a different inversion. See how it has the 1 in it? Okay, so that's the same chord. And this happens a lot on the turnaround. And I was going to F over C after that. So in the right hand, if I was doubling up here and trying to make it a fatter chord, I would let my bass player do this, right? I would just do your... So it's just... half diminished chord, but different inversions of it. So see up here I've got B flat, the B flat minor, the 3 flat, 5 flat 7. I have an inverted version. Down here I have it in second version. And then I brought it down to the root position with the G, first inversion. Put this on top. And then on the left hand I just have that. But I could add the G if I wanted to. But usually you just keep it more open on that half diminished chord. So that's kind of what you do in half diminished. On diminished chords you just doubles. Everything doubles. And if I did this chord. Okay, so it's just doubled over doubled. So the only chords that you really have to focus on with the extra stuff are the minor 7ths, major 7ths, and dominant 7ths. And remember, the major 7ths, you just have to have a regular 7 in there somewhere. The 3. And then you can have anything else. 9, 11, whatever you want. And you can have this in the right hand too. It could be here instead. So C bass. Here's my 13. Here's my 5. Here's my 3. Here's my 7. Here's my 9. So I can play anything. Any of those notes, because this is 1, 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 13, and my major 7. So every single thing is a sign. That's why your scale is important. Okay? Let's say go to F. And I'll do it in major 7. So I might go. So this is my flat, or my major 7. 2 or 9, 3, and 5, and left 1 for the bass player. And then I can do anything in the right hand. Anything having to do with the C scale, because that's what key I'm in. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, dominant 7th, add the 3 flat 7 always into your chord. And then if you can, add the 9. Sometimes it ends up being where the 3 and the flat 7 are like this, or they're flipped, and you have flat 7, 3. And then when you add the next note, it ends up being a 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Key of F. So this is the flat 7, 3, and then this would end up being the 13. So if you have flat 7, 3, usually the 13 is nice to add on the top of there. If you have 3 flat 7, that way, usually you can add the 9 on top. Key of C. Does that make sense? But sometimes it's flipped, like, because you want all your chords to be right here in the left hand. Right in there. You don't want them down here. This is too muddy. Okay, you want them like, no, probably no further than this one right here. And you kind of want to start maybe here and end somewhere up in here and not any further than that, because you want it to be nice and full sounding. And once you get up here, it starts getting too high. See what I mean? It doesn't sound right. So you want to keep your left hand right in this area. Your right hand chords here, up here, it doesn't matter. Filling, whatever. Mm-hmm. Any questions on that?
I don't think so.
But now you have to experiment with voicings, and that's what's difficult. But that's what makes your playing your own playing. Are you recording? You can turn